Hello everybody and not welcome back, because this is a one-off video for me. I usually don't like to resort to complaining, but I just wanted to make a video about why I think Gen 8 is actually the worst ever generation of Pokemon, not just competitively, but as a game as well. So, to start it off, obviously the Gen 8 ladder, or the Gen 8 teams were very limited, right? Because there was only 400 at the start of Pokemon Sword and Shield. But then, as these new Crown Tundra, as these new updates, come out, they quote unquote release new Pokemon, and that's what I have right here in this category. And because Game Freak and all of them already established that Gen 8 was going to have only 400 Pokemon, everybody knew that the metagame was going to get stale. Everybody knew that. I knew that. That was my biggest gripe in the beginning, was like, oh, only 400 out of the potential 1,200, out of the potential 3 times the amount of 400 Pokemon are going to be in the game? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That sounds great. No, it didn't sound great. Fundamentally, from the start, it sounded bad. And I think Game Freak knew that there was going to be a bit of an outlash, because no other generation has done this before. No other generation, every generation before this, I'm sorry too if I sound a little unorganized, but I'm just kind of ranting. But every generation before this generation, you'd have the new Pokemon with the old Pokemon. So you'd have an expanding list of Pokemon to use. For example, like Gen 3, when Gen 3 dropped or whatever, it would have all the Gen 2 and Gen 1 Mons, and in addition to Gen 3 Mons. Same with Gen 6, like Gen 7. Gen 7, people thought it was a pretty shitty generation, but I loved Z moves, I loved Mega Evolutions. I thought it was a crazy, just wacky metagame, which is why I love playing Nat decks. But even Gen 7 had every Mon that was coming out in Gen 7, in addition to the previous 6 generations. Then Gen 8 comes around, and it's like, fuck you player, and fuck you competitive people. Let's just shit down your throats and just have only 400 Pokemon and make a totally shitty metagame where Clefable and Corviknight and Dragapult initially ruled it. And that was just a really shitty time. Of course, when Gen 8 first dropped, it was kind of fun to play, just because of the new Pokemon mixed with the very, 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 very limited amount of new Pokemon that came out. Yeah, so it was fun for like a second, and I think just ethically, Game Freak is doing horrible, atrocious things to the game community, because they're making you pay for Pokemon that have already been released, and each time this new DLC drops, it's an additional $20 or whatever. I don't know how much it is. It's bullshit either way. Game Freak has never done, at least for Pokemon, a DLC expansion that costs money, and they've never limited the mons you could use. And also, in addition, a lot of the Pokemon you're paying for are Pokemon that already exist and that you could transfer from older games. So I don't see how nobody else thinks that's absolutely atrocious of a thing. Because look, like these, I guess when the first, not Crown Tundra, but Isle of Armor, whenever that came out, we had Zorora, we had what else did we have? We had a bunch of old mons come back. We had Magearna come back, and I can't really think of others off the top of my head, but we had Pokemon come back that have already been in the game, and then now we're looking at this expansion, and most of the Pokemon we've got have been Pokemon we've all seen before. Granted, it's great to have like Landorus Therian back in the game, because I love all the sets I can run on Landorus Therian. And of course, like Tornadus with Regenerator's a lot of fun. Kartana, Bandit, or Scarf is a ton of fun. All these mons are a ton of fun to use, but I think it's crazy that we all just kind of readily accept that Game Freak has just disguised old Pokemon as new DLC. And like I'm not even getting into my gripe with how this affects Pokemon competitively. So all these Pokemon here are probably going to be OU when the new generation comes out, or at least whenever all the Pokemon come out. I don't even know if Gen 8 is going to get to the point where it releases all the Pokemon. Probably not, because that's just what Game Freak likes to do, and apparently that's what they like to do. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, competitively. So, all these Pokemon are going to be OU or whatever, but then you have them releasing every single, all the Ultra Beasts and all that, and these shits are going to get banned, right? Because Kyurem Black, this thing's stats are ungodly, and Terravolt being, basically Mold Breaker. Look, it has 439 attack before Adamant, before any boost, anything. Max attack gets you that. It has incredibly insane bulk. I've seen not only DD sets obviously work, and DD with sub work, which is my favorite set. DD, Icicle Spear, Fusion Bolt, and Substitute. That's a great set for me because it can soft check Magearna, it can soft check Heatran, and all that kind of stuff. But even defensive sets that run either max defense, max special defense, depending on what you're trying to counter, and running Substitute, Roost, DD, and whatever as your last move, it's too strong of a Pokemon, and there's a reason why it's not even allowed in Nat decks. Let's see if I pull up Nat decks. Yeah, Kyurem Black is definitely banned, right? I'd see a ton of them. Yeah, Kyurem White isn't, but so I guess, yeah, okay, so before I get to my final point, yeah, you have that where Kyurem Black is definitely going to get banned within a certain, short amount of time. But even if it doesn't get banned now, I'm going to get to that point. Anyway, then you have Pheromosa, which is, it's like Greninja, but 8 times better. Has crazy coverage with it has Ice Beam, it has Close Combat, U-Turn. What else does it usually run? Focus Blast sometimes I see. And Low Kick, it can run a ton of moves and still be viable because of how fast it is. Because max speed is and that's before even a boost. So yeah, 441 unboosted is crazy, and obviously this is another Pokemon that was banned in the past in Gen 7 and Gen 6, I think it came out. So yeah, it was banned then. Zygarde, you have this shit, which has the same speed tier as max speed. Didn't mean to do that. Has the same speed tier as max speed Kyurem. So it's so it's basically okay. And we all know Zygarde, right? You run Glare, you run Coil, you run Substitute, you run 1,000 Arrows, whatever. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, you run Leftovers. It's so bulky. It has a really nice speed tier. Glare is 100% accurate, paralyzes anything besides electric types. And it's really kind of the only potential, these two counter each other, Kyurem Black and Zygarde, because if Zygarde gets off the Glare first, then Kyurem Black could get messed up. But then if Kyurem Black goes for the Icicle Spear and it hits, and it goes before Zygarde, that obviously gets killed. So what we're seeing is a lot of the broken mons killing each other and being the soft checks to the other broken mons. And that, my friends, is a great sign of when a Pokemon should be banned. Because all these Pokemons were banned in previous generations, it's most likely going to get banned in this generation. And in addition to that, it's only, I see why people have fun when they release these quote-unquote new Pokemon, which have already been released, because you get to use broken shit for what, a week or two, maybe 3 weeks at the most before Smogon bans it, and then you're left with an OU team, or an OU that's basically the same shit as we had before, adding Heatran. Well, not exactly the same, but I don't know. I think there's really no point for me to play OU at this point when I just have Nat decks. because NatDex, not only does it have all these quote-unquote new the new additions, which are all these, and you know, obviously some are better than the others, like these two, like Regieleki and Regidraco are crazy. Spectrier actually gets super walled by like Chansey and stuff, so I don't think it's that great. Or, you know, Chansey and Blissey. And yeah, like these Pokemon are all cool. They all have their own. This has Defiant, so if you defog on it, it gets a +2 attack raise. You can run Scarf, Life Orb. This you can run. I've seen crazy sets run with this, like sub lefties and like nasty. It gets nasty plot, right? I don't want to sound like, yeah, it does. Of course it does. Everything gets nasty plot. But you can use all these crazy new fun mons in NatDex anyway. And in addition to that, hold on. And in addition to that, you can use Megas. You could use Greninja. You can use every Pokemon that's been released. Every single one of them. You can play a metagame in its full entirety instead of OU, which in my opinion is kind of just a hack. It's basically Game Freak just getting people excited over shit that's already been released, and then sprinkling in some new Pokemon that can already be played in NatDex. So I'm at a really hard contingent point with Gen 8, because I've been having fun. I've made a team or two, and I've been trying to really hone in on what, you know, before I post the video usually where I'm you know, taking on the OU ladder or the NatDex ladder, I really try to test that team and know its flaws, what to expect, like good predictions and stuff. That's why sometimes these videos take a little while to get out, because one, I've been kind of busy. Like I just got back from out of town on work. Oh, I disconnected. That's lit. Apparently my internet has just gone to shit. It doesn't matter. But like I've found myself pretty busy, and I found myself really not enjoying OU that much. I guess my internet just went out. That's crazy. Let me see if it's just a bad tab. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is basically ending the video for me. Fantastic. But yeah, I wanted to really kind of explain why I have such a problem with Gen 8, and I have such a problem with Sword and Shield, and just how they're kind of milking people who want to play competitively, and the average consumer too, for Pokemon they've already had before, and for incomplete metagames where you're not playing with every Pokemon. Because like obviously these mons can, like, the reason why this Landorus is so prevalent right now is because you're missing like half the Pokemon. If you had Greninja in here, this shit would not exist. Like, you know, I guess I'm just kind of tired of pretending like I want to play OU when I really don't. Now, granted, that doesn't mean I won't make OU videos and stuff. I will, and I'm actually trying to hit a collab with let's see, I'm trying to hit a collab with James, and I'm trying to hit a collab with Azon. I can't believe I forgot their names for a second. But I'm trying to hit collabs, so obviously I will be playing OU, but I just wanted to explain kind of my big problems with it. Because, like, seriously, why would I play OU when I can use Regieleki here? Why would I play OU when I can use the new Zapdos here? Why would I play it when I can also use Mega Medicham? Why can't I play it when I can also play Ash Greninja? You know, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. And I honestly, like, I didn't have any plan for this. This was kind of me just getting my ideas out there. But, yeah, this isn't going to be an edited video either. It's just literally meant for me to, you know, have a discussion. But let me know what you guys think, because I'm at a very tough place with Gen 8 OU right now. And I want to know your guys' opinions. Do you think Game Freak is kind of like capitalizing on on people just desperate for new content? Or do you think this is cool? Do you like seeing the new metagame? The new metagame where only half the total Pokemon in the national dex are viable or usable even. But anyway, I hope you all found some enjoyment of me just mindlessly rambling. I will be putting up new videos soon. I've been trying to grind Overwatch to get my healer rank up. I'm actually doing really good on tank. I'm almost at 2700 with tank, so I'll also be doing a climb to diamond on tank as well. I also anticipate making new Showdown videos, obviously, and maybe one more Fall Guys video. That game is like beyond dead, so I don't know anymore. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time, and I will see you all later.